What is going on? You made it, fellow fan of Clash of Clans. It's your host Galadon, and it's time for another fantastic Gold Pass Clash episode. This number 64 in the series, and yes, you guys will be excited to know that by the end of today's video, I will have you caught up to the minute progress of the base. Now, of course, there is always the fact that I record these videos in advance as well, so by the time this video comes out, you'll be behind the times a little bit again, but that's okay because you can always stop by the Facebook live streams and see how the account is doing up to the moment. And yes, I do stream every single day, and yes, all of the streams are saved as videos on demand, so you can see the live action anytime you want. Okay. Yes, so lots of upgrades. We finally did get past the whole Hammer Jam Town Hall 14 update. We did, of course, finish the walls last episode, which put us in an awkward position, one where there's just not a lot of upgrading to be done, right? You get an upgrade started and you come back in a week. You get an upgrade started and it's another 5 days without walls to do in between. It just gives us a little bit less content, right? Maybe it's time to try some different raids. Okay, an archer tower going. A barracks going. And yes, the barracks, regrettably, I mean, it slows everything down, right? The training time for all of your units is much slower when you've got a barracks upgrading, but we got to get it done. And yes, I am definitely eager to get the Grand Warden to level 20. Let's get him on his way to like 17, hopefully 18 by the end of today's episode. Yes, okay, so lots of raids happening. We are continually boosting Sneaky Goblins and the Super Wall Breakers because there's really no need for Dark Elixir much anywhere else. We get so much loot back per raid that it just makes sense, you know. And I often, the old argument was, oh, you know, I need my Dark Elixir, I've got heroes upgrading, I can't afford to be boosting these Sneaky Goblins. But if you're doing a few raids a day, you will easily get that back and more. And then you'll notice that we finally have kind of ended up in the trophy range where we want to be at Town Hall 11, and that's right around, you know, I'll be honest, I'm settling closer to Master than Crystal. I feel like Master 3 is maybe the sweet spot for me right now, but everybody kind of gets a different feeling, and you're obviously entitled to try whatever works for you. I like about Master 3 Crystal 1, and in the Town Hall 12 account, of course, we are slowly pushing north and going to see how Champion League looks for farming as well. So of course, by now you've seen how I conduct these raids, and you've also seen that it is more efficient than pretty much any other army out there for getting in, getting the job done, and remember, not necessarily using your entire force. The idea of getting all of the loot, not needing to get 3 stars, walking away with a 1 or usually 2-star victory, and then being able to go right back in immediately after and use the remainder, say 28 Sneaky Goblins in this case, to get in and grab a bunch of loot around the outside, and you are raiding every 2 raids for about 4 million in resources. Okay, the Gold Pass nearly maxed out. We will finally get to that Book of Heroes down there, and likely end up using it on the Grand Warden going to level 20. That is getting close though. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, well, we'll see. We'll see. He's going to 18 right now. We might be able to get him to level 20 by the end of the season. Of course, this video will probably come out after the beginning of the next season. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. Again, you guys, I apologize, but it's just the way that YouTube works. I have to make videos ahead of time. Otherwise, there's just not enough hours in the day to get stuff done. Okay, we got boulders done, and so we are in the lab once again trying to decide what to upgrade. I've got poison maxed out, Dark Elixir, you know, maybe we'll go ahead and do something that we might actually be able to use in our armies, like the freeze spell. Yes, the freeze spell going to level 6, that's a 1-week upgrade, and we definitely had more than enough elixir for that. Now we are overflowing in the gold department. We've got 1 builder free, and we're going to put another level 14 archer tower down. And again, there you go, right? We're without another builder for a really long time. In fact, it's going to be over 17 minutes before, okay, fine. So 17 minutes, the barracks will be done, and we'll flip right on over and get the next upgrade done immediately. So yes, the barracks, as you can see, again, compressing many days of work and upgrades into one episode for your watching and digesting convenience. another archer tower on the way, and so is another sneaky goblin super wall breaker raid. Notice this one right here, one of the biggest raids we've ever seen. 1 million gold, 1.4 million elixir. It's over 10,000 dark elixir, and come on, Galadon is going to get every last drop, every last coin out of this base, even though it looks like a pretty formidable Town Hall 11. Sneaky goblins, they know no fear. We start out the same way every single time. We drop a dozen or so around the outside to pick up the gold mines, the collectors, the pumps, the drills, anything that happens to be sitting outside unprotected. Then we try to roll in the heroes in front of the log launcher directly in the path of the Eagle artillery. Get that Eagle down with the log launcher, the heroes, and the bowlers in the CC, and that will enable us to get to the core. Usually the log launcher also, as you can see right here, hits the dark elixir storage and hits the town hall if we get lucky, and then the goblins are going to do the rest. We never really sweat getting a star here. Even if we don't get the 50%, we know the goblins can roll in and grab that town hall with ease. And it feels good, doesn't it, to wipe out somebody's town hall? It's rewarding. I mean, it's one of the easiest, most rewarding things you can do in the game, next to, say, using code Galadon, right? I mean, come on. It's easy, it's rewarding, because you know you're helping out one of your favorite content creators, and you're enabling him to not only put food on the table for his family to eat, but also so that I can keep making daily Clash videos and streams for you guys to enjoy, and hopefully maybe even starting a new account. What? A new Clash of Clans account? It's possible. You heard it here first because you came and watched the video. So thank you guys again that are using code Galadon before you make a purchase. Okay, so speaking of Town Hall, here we go. Gonna roll in, but it's not just about getting the Town Hall for me. It's also about getting all of the loot. We use the Invis spell to make sure they get to the Town Hall, then they turn around, do a 180, and take out the clan castle. I mean, come on. Was that not a 12 billion IQ invisibility spell right there? Okay, maybe it wasn't that big of a deal, but I enjoyed it. It is fun, and it is key because remember, you're kind of in that grind, right? Town Hall's 11 and above, things slow down. You have to keep yourself entertained. The way I do it, by challenging myself on difficult bases to get every last piece of loot. And in this case, we did it with 17 sneaky goblins, a wall breaker, 2 jump spells, a freeze spell, and an invisibility spell left over. What? That's right, so much overkill right here. We walk away with all of the loot, and that, again, one of my biggest raids of all time. This was, again, in Crystal 3. The guy was down in Gold 1, though, so I don't even know. Go figure. It's hit and miss. It really is. Obviously, when clan games are going, it's a little bit harder to find good loot. Right after the update, it was a little bit harder to find good loot as well, but we will consistently be patient and hit the next button 84 billion times if we need to. Okay, there we go with the Dark Barracks. Don't really care about the Ice Golem, but you know, it's the completion thing. We also had a ton of elixir. This way we can go back out and farm for gold and elixir and dark elixir, and it's not going to overflow immediately. Kind of just a better feeling when you can raid like that and don't have overflowing storages of one kind or another. Yes, it is time for the status report. Let's check it out. As like I said, trophies, pretty much an ideal range right now. I'm very happy about where we are. Also, the gold pass, never an effort. We always get to the end of the gold pass with plenty of time to go in this season. We did finally turn things around for gems and gained a few this episode. And back over to the heroes. Yes, the Grand Warden has picked up a couple more levels and is on his way to being maxed out. Thank you guys again so much for your continued support of the channel and the series. You are the true hashtag GalaFam, and that is why I love, think about, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, be kind to other people, animals, and the planet, and I will see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. Galadon, could I come to one of your live streams? Could I? Please?